Welcome to my channel. Have you ever felt that your dream is calling you, but fear keeps stopping you from following it? Many people spend their whole lives doing the same things every day. They wake up, work, sleep, and slowly forget the dreams they once had. But what happens when someone decides to listen to that dream instead of ignoring it? Today's story is about a young shepherd boy named Santiago, and his journey will teach you something very important about life, courage, destiny, and the meaning of true treasure. Stay with me until the end, because the ending of this story may completely change the way you think about your own dreams. Santiago was a young shepherd boy who lived in Spain. Every day, he traveled with his sheep across fields and small towns. He liked his simple life because he could travel freely, read books, and meet new people. But deep inside, Santiago always felt that there was something more waiting for him in life. One night, while sleeping near an old church, he had a strange dream. In the dream, a child took him to the pyramids of Egypt and told him that a treasure was hidden there. Santiago woke up confused. He tried to forget the dream, but the same dream came again. Finally, he decided to visit a woman who interpreted dreams. The woman listened carefully and told him, "If you go to Egypt, you will find a treasure." Santiago was surprised. Part of him wanted to believe her, but another part felt afraid. Egypt was far away, and leaving his comfortable life seemed dangerous. One day, Santiago met an old man in a town square. The old man introduced himself as a king. He told Santiago something very important. He said, "When you truly want something, the whole universe helps you achieve it." He explained that every person has a personal legend, which means the true purpose of their life. But most people become afraid and stop following their dreams. Santiago listened carefully. The old king also told him that life gives signs to guide people, but many people ignore them. Before leaving, the king gave Santiago two small stones called Urim and Thummim to help him make decisions when he felt lost. Santiago spent the whole night thinking deeply. Finally, he sold his sheep and decided to follow his dream to Egypt. At first, Santiago felt excited about his journey. But when he arrived in Africa, something terrible happened. A thief stole all his money. Suddenly, Santiago was alone in a strange country with nothing. He felt angry, sad, and hopeless. He even thought about returning home. He sat quietly in the market and asked himself, "Why did this happen to me?" For the first time, he understood that following dreams was not easy. But then he remembered the words of the old king. Slowly, Santiago stood up again. Instead of giving up, he looked for work and found a crystal shop owned by an old merchant. The crystal merchant was kind but tired of life. He had stopped dreaming many years ago. Santiago worked hard in the shop every day. He cleaned the crystals, helped customers, and even gave new ideas to improve the business. Slowly, the shop became successful again. Santiago earned enough money to buy many sheep and return home. But now, something inside him had changed. He realized that if he returned home, he would always wonder about the treasure near the pyramids. So, he made another difficult choice. He decided to continue his journey. Later, Santiago joined a caravan traveling through the desert toward Egypt. The desert was huge, silent, and mysterious. During the journey, he met an Englishman who studied alchemy. The Englishman believed that alchemists could turn metal into gold and discover the secrets of life. Santiago became curious. He listened carefully as the Englishman explained that everything in the world is connected. Santiago slowly began understanding that life speaks through signs, feelings, and silence. He started watching nature more carefully. The desert taught him patience. The stars taught him hope. And the silence taught him how to listen to his own heart. One day, the caravan arrived at a beautiful oasis in the middle of the desert. There, Santiago met a young woman named Fatima. The moment he saw her, he felt something powerful in his heart. They talked together, and Santiago fell deeply in love with her. For a short time, he thought about staying in the oasis forever. He wondered if love meant giving up his dream. But Fatima told him something beautiful. She said, "If your dream is real, you must follow it." True love never stops someone from following their destiny. Her words gave Santiago strength. At the oasis, Santiago also met a mysterious man known as the Alchemist. The Alchemist was wise and calm. He understood life deeply and saw that Santiago was searching not only for treasure, but also for meaning. The Alchemist became Santiago's teacher. He told him, "Fear is worse than suffering itself." He explained that most people never achieve their dreams because they are afraid of failure, disappointment, and pain. Santiago listened carefully to every word. Together, they traveled deeper into the dangerous desert. Along the way, tribal wars created fear everywhere. One day, enemy soldiers captured Santiago and the alchemist. The soldiers demanded proof that Santiago had special powers. The alchemist told them that Santiago could turn himself into the wind. Santiago became terrified because he had no idea how to do such a thing. He felt weak and afraid. But then he looked at the desert, the sky, and the wind. Slowly, he realized something important. All things in nature are connected. He spoke to the desert, the wind, and the sun. He understood that courage comes when people trust themselves completely. In that moment, Santiago felt stronger than ever before. Finally, Santiago reached the pyramids of Egypt. Tears filled his eyes because his long journey was almost complete. He began digging in the sand, searching for the treasure from his dream. But suddenly, thieves attacked him and stole everything he had. They laughed at him for believing in dreams. One thief told Santiago that he also once had a dream about treasure hidden under a tree near an old church in Spain, but he was not foolish enough to follow it. Santiago suddenly froze. The place the thief described was the exact place where his journey had started. At that moment, Santiago understood everything. The treasure had been near him from the beginning, but without the journey, he would never have discovered who he truly was. He returned to Spain and found the treasure buried beneath the tree near the old church. But now he realized that the gold was not the greatest treasure. The real treasure was the journey itself, the lessons, the struggles, the people he met, the courage he discovered, and the person he became along the way. This story teaches us a very powerful lesson. Many people are afraid to follow their dreams because they think the journey will be too difficult. But life changes when we have courage. Sometimes the biggest treasure is not money or success. Sometimes the biggest treasure is becoming stronger, wiser, and discovering our true purpose. If you enjoyed this story and learned something valuable from it, then please support the channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment, "I will follow my dreams." Remember, your dream may be difficult, but it is still worth following. Never stop believing in yourself, and never let fear destroy your destiny.